days, they are very irritable. There are many jokes also, WhatsApp joke and other jokes going around. See, if a female is irritable, she is snapping, she is not listening, then she may be having her menses. Her menses may be coming very soon. So, premenstrual syndrome. What happens in this syndrome? There are cramps. See, remember, it is premenstrual, not during the menses, but before the menses come, 4 days, 8 days, sometimes also 10 days before these symptoms start. They have anxiety problem, they become restless very fast, they have a bloating sensation, that is, suddenly you start feeling, no, I have become very fat. सूजन सा आ जाता है मेंसेस के पहले और मेंसेस आने के बाद वो सूजन उतर जाता है. बैक पेन, lethargy, irritability, sometimes depression, which can be very severe, also occurs before the menses come. Weight gain, breast become very tender. Before the menses come, breast become very tender. Once the menses come, the tenderness all of a sudden disappears. And change in appetite. Suddenly you start feeling like having lot of food, more of sugar, more of calories type of food. You start feeling like having. These are some of the symptoms, that is what you feel before the menses, which we call as premenstrual syndrome. In a very small way, it is okay. But if these premenstrual syndromes become more, you are disrupting your life or you are disrupting the life of other people, or the depression is very much that you can't function during those 10-15 days, then you must go and see a doctor. What is a treatment? See, the treatment is two ways. One is change in the lifestyle. Exercise. Remember, exercise is the crux of matter for all female problems. 80% of the female problems will get resolved if you exercise very regularly. Have you seen athletes and swimmers and sports person? Very rarely they complain of any female problems. Why? Because they are exercising so much that all their fat tissue is dissolved, and fat is a place where all the hormones go and reside. So, exercise, enough sleep, minimum 8 hours of sleep everybody should have. I am saying minimum. In my time we used to say 10 hours. But at least now 8 hours of sleep everybody must have. And no smoking. Very surprisingly, I see many girls smoking. Nowadays it has become a fashion, a trend, I don't know what. You go behind in orbit, even I see near the college premises, I stay near Women College. Many girls have started smoking. Smoking is really very bad for a female. And stress. Any type of stress will cause hormonal imbalance. 10-15 days before the menstrual cycle, you must avoid excess of salt, because